So I know you said if you were a betting man, you'd bet on Cody playing, but it looks like you're also preparing a plan B and even a plan C.
Yeah, we're preparing to play with Cody, and the other two guys got to get ready to play as well. I think anytime during a season, there's going to be times when players aren't fully capable of practicing or finishing a practice or making sure they can take all the reps in practice because of bumps and bruises, and this is one of those times. So it's better to get, we don't give our backups much reps anyway. So now it's a nice, payback to those guys to make sure they're ready and prepared, and that's basically what we did.
Would you ever consider resting Cody for the long-term health at all, or as long as he's upright, he plays?
Well, I mean, I think there's a little bit of consideration of everything, yeah. I mean, if it's something that, he'll be better for it, by resting him, we would entertain that. But when the player wants to play, in Cody's case wants to play, as long as he can go out there and do it, that's what we're fully prepared to do. So, in any plan, you got to have a contingency. And I don't like to call our backups contingency plans, but they're always ready to play. So, and that'll be the case this week as well.
The fact that Cody really wants to play against his former team, do you have to take that in consideration and just be careful not listening to him?
I will say this. I mean, again, it's because it's his former team isn't the reason he really wants to play. He really wants to play every single week. I don't think Cody ever wants to miss a game or practice. I mean, I've been around him for 3 years. I can hardly remember a time where he didn't practice with everything that he's played with and played through. So, I think Cody's one of those guys, a competitor and wants to compete. It just so happens it's his first time playing against a former team. But he's been, chopping up the bit every single week. So we'll be smart about him, and we're preparing for him to play. But if for some reason he cannot, we've got guys that are ready to step up.
And that's the explanation we have for Cody. Does apply to stand back to.
Yep, exactly the same thing. I mean, again, guys just aren't quite ready, early in the week. And the way we practice, we don't like guys coming out here say half-assing it. I mean, they've got to be able to practice for us. If that's what they're doing, they can walk through, they can get the mental reps and go inside. We'll play with guys that want to be 100% or can be 100% and give us great effort. That's what we expect. That's our expectation every practice. We're a little different that way. So if you can't practice for us at 100% full speed, we'd rather you not practice. And that's, again, I understand it during the season. It's a short week as well. A guy just went for 19 carries and 100 yards. He's banged up a little bit, like you expect. So, Fletch is here for a reason, right? So he'll be ready, and Antwi as well.
Is there a scenario where stand back and Fletcher could be both dressed?
Yeah, I mean, we can change our roster however we want every week. I mean, there's discussions, because of the racial flexibility we have on our team with our Canadians, we can decide every week to play different lineups with our Americans or Canadians. So it's always just what's best and what we figure we can do, and where we need the help and all that stuff. So we look at things like that every week.
Facing a young quarterback again this week, what does Mason Fine brings to the game?
Again, Mason played a couple games last year at the end of the year, and they were big games. They weren't gimme games. Those were playoffs on the line, your livelihood on the line. So he played those 2 games, and plus he's played already a few games. So I don't look at him as a young quarterback, but he's obviously not got as many starts as like a Bo or a Zach or something like that, but he's experienced enough to go in and win games. And he's also a very accomplished college quarterback. He took a lot of snaps in college, threw for many yards. He's as pure a passer as you'll see. I got the joy of watching him for a couple of years, and that ball comes out. I mean, it's beautiful when he throws it. So he's a pocket guy that can, he still is very good with his feet, but he's meant for this league the way he plays the ball. So he's dangerous back there, and we got to be prepared and ready for him, youth or inexperienced or not.
Since you coached him, do you think you have some insight that could help you with your defense?
No, I mean, I think, again, you can go off of game film. You can watch what kind of decisions he makes, what gives him issues, all those things, and it's just, again, seeing the film and watching it and getting to know him by playing. So yeah, I mean, otherwise, yes, relationship-wise and talking about what kind of guy he is, like that can give you a ton of that. But I think it's just as well that a coordinator and coordinators look at what he can do. I just know what kind of passer he is and what kind of feet he has, and toughness and competitiveness that guy has, and he's a smart quarterback as well. So I have a lot of respect for Mason.